The management for CD Projekt Red made a discussion regarding the virtual reality and the future of gaming, along with their plans on developing their games for VR platforms in the recent earnings call. Now, the discussion took place when the team was asked about their thoughts on Valve's upcoming AAA title, Half-Life Alyx, which is of course a game solely developed as a VR exclusive, and it cannot be played on a more traditional mouse and keyboard or even using a controller. And CD Projekt Red was asked a question if they are scared of releasing Cyberpunk 2077 almost during the same time period of when Half-Life Alyx is being released, which I honestly think is a really dumb question in the first place, because both the games are completely focused on different genres and focuses on a completely different audience types. And to be honest, CD Projekt Red handled the question perfectly by replying, "Of course we have seen Half-Life VR announcement. I think it was a surprise for everybody in the gaming industry, and VR remains an extremely niche-wide niche for the market. The company said it is very small." Now, the only reason why Valve would make Half-Life Alyx exclusive to VR is because they want to see VR as an industry which is going to be growing in the future. The hope is people will be so excited for Half-Life that they will go buy a headset just to play the game. So from the market perspective, are we afraid, you ask? Then the answer is no, it is a very different niche. Now, on the interview, CD Projekt Red was asked if they have any plans on making their upcoming title, including Cyberpunk 2077 and the other unannounced AAA title, to be supported with a VR-enabled feature or not. To which the head of CD Projekt Red replied saying the company loves to see the growth in the VR industry, and they are of course very much excited to see what Half-Life Alyx has to offer with their new VR title, but the current interest in the VR market is not as big as what it seems like, and CD Projekt Red is not very interested in developing games that are solely focused as a VR exclusive title. Perhaps Half-Life Alyx will be the first stone that is going to turn into something larger for the VR industry. Now, the head of CD Projekt Red said, "I don't dare to venture any further because things may change in the future. At some point, VR may be a mass market entertainment that will validate the business models behind it, but it sure is not the case, at least not for us right now." So CD Projekt Red have pretty much confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 is not going to be supported on the next-gen VR platform. I know a lot of VR fans were looking up to seeing Cyberpunk 2077 on a VR headset, which I think the game would have looked the most beautiful, and as a player we can only imagine how it would feel like to be in the world of Night City using the next-gen VR technology. To be honest, I personally was excited to see Cyberpunk 2077 being supported on the VR platform just because Sony and Xbox are currently rumored to be working on the next-gen VR hardwares, and if that turns out to be true, then Cyberpunk 2077 was the first game I wanted to experience on the next-gen VR platform, since the game is designed as a first-person open world, and a lot of fans did expect to see a VR version for the game, imagining maybe CD Projekt Red did the first-person perspective for that one particular reason. But unfortunately, the head of CD Projekt Red has confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 will not be supported on the next-gen VR technology or even the current-gen VR technology. And they sure don't have plans at the moment to introduce a VR version for their other unannounced AAA title, which many have rumored to say that it is going to be The Witcher 4. And looking at the fact that CD Projekt Red is not showing interest towards the next-gen VR platforms makes me think that even if they release Witcher 4, the game would still not be supported for the next-gen VR platforms. Which of course was the one big thing that I was totally looking forward to, but I guess it is what it is and we can't change how things are done with each companies. Now, I really want to know if it is just me or were any of you guys looking forward to playing Cyberpunk 2077 on a VR platform, or even expecting to see a VR port on maybe a next-gen PSVR headsets or the next-gen Oculus Rift. And what are your thoughts on this one? Let me know in the comments down below. I want you guys to be real honest with this one. Even if CD Projekt Red released a VR version of Cyberpunk 2077 on the next-gen platform, let's say a next-gen PSVR or a next-gen Oculus Rift or whatever comes next-gen, then would you guys have given it a try, or would you guys have stick to the more traditional way of playing your game on a TV or a monitor? Please let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know how many are actually interested to see VR gaming grow in the future, equivalent to what the standard gaming industry currently stands on in the current generation. Now with that being said, I make daily videos on Cyberpunk 2077, from news and leaks to new gameplay and impressions on the game, and of course I will be covering Cyberpunk 2077 completely on this channel when it comes out on April 16th, 2020. So if you guys like Cyberpunk and want to know everything about the game, then you should totally consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos. And of course it is absolutely free of cost to subscribe, and it hardly takes a few seconds, and please help me build a Cyberpunk 2077 community right here on this channel. With that being said, gentlemen and women, since I've seen a slight hike on more female viewers on my channel for the past few weeks, if you guys did enjoy the video even a very bit, then please leave a like rating, as it motivates me on bringing out better quality content for you guys every single day. Till then, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's Cyberpunk video. Peace out, amigos.